And we're live. How you guys are tonight? It's Sunday. You know the drill. Making sure you can hear me. Hubby, you gotta say something.
Join with Zara. Good night. Who was sleeping and then got up.
Yeah.
Was when we party proceedings. So hopefully y'all can hear me.
She looks so cute.
Alright. Don't start that.
Alright, so I'm gonna say a special hello to my sister who is in the States. Good night to you, my love. Let me get myself from my ears because I know I can hear myself and send myself some love because that's what I do. Gotta encourage yourself sometimes. You say good night, boo boo. Say hi. Say hi, wonderful people. So my name is Bye. So thank you so much for watching the live. I am so grateful for your advice. I'm going to take that and try it from next week and see how that works for us.
What advice is that?
She would have suggested, based on our
She's
dynamic.
a cat's mother.
My sister, who I started to show, just my actual blood sister, like from my father.
Yeah, show her Grandpa Shardon.
Yeah, right. Shout out to Grandpa Shark.
So
Grandpa
she suggested what?
So she suggested, based on our live, we tried to do the early live, the 8 o'clock, and it was basically like chaos. She suggested that we try during the week when you're at work, or you could take like a lunch hour and we can do like a call in. So like, say if I'm home and you're at work and you have time, like during your break, you can join on your personal IG. Like I start a live. So like say Wednesday's live would be like midday then, like if you have the break. Because you can add somebody to the call.
Right.
So like you and I would be on the live doing the same thing, but right, you on location where you are and I on location where I am at. Yeah. And we do that live on the Wednesday. That way there's no distraction. And she also suggested for the Sunday live, like we just do like a, where I would do I think it probably would be like a pre-recorded wife wisdom kind of tip. And then once a month, we can go live on the YouTube platform.
Right.
And, just you and me together, we would sit down and we would hash out a particular topic. Okay. So I like the idea of the during the week one for sure. Because, like we've been trying to do that, where we do have more time. You feel left out. Mm-hmm. You just want to look at Daddy. Hey, laughing. You get this big laugh. Y'all should see this big laugh. She just gives you father. She's like, get out your hand off.
Get away from you.
It's like, I want mommy. I want mommy. Mommy smell like lamb. Daddy met some delicious lamb for dinner. Oh my gosh. Mommy smell like pure lamb. It was so good. Y'all can't get
Yeah, she's saying that was like before
It was so
According to her blood
good.
type, she got eating lamb, so we want to buy lamb for every cent.
So good.
Yeah, buy lamb for
my
every
gosh.
cent. Oh, I want a lamb. I eat meat. I eat beef. So we got some lamb chops, and I did all of them.
Whew.
I hardly get any, as usual.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so good. Tell truth no. Tell people truth no. Homie, you hardly get any.
I hardly get any.
Tell truth no. They ain't got 3 pieces left back.
The truth is that
Tell truth.
they only had 3 pieces left back because she thought Jane was going to eat them.
How many pieces you had?
But I had two.
I had
Two
3.
out of 6. All right. Which means that wait. 6 or 7? Can't remember how much it was.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I can't remember how much it was. You laughing?
Yeah, she laughing. She's like, I'ma ruin your life.
She ruined your life.
Nah, she can just add spice to this life, you know? You just adding spice to the life. Yeah, you just cuting it up.
Yeah, I think finally get some relief from the heat. We wind seem to be blowing at night. So it's
Yeah, we
winter
get
time.
some breeze coming through. Yeah, that's true. And we get some rain today too, so that was awesome. But anyhow, enough chit chat. We only got 15 minutes on this live because I was half asleep. I'm sure you can see hubby's face is tired, but we will try. So thanks for that. Thanks for that suggestion, sis. I'm gonna try it for next week. We'll see how it goes. But tonight's topic is something that actually I'm bringing it here again because we gotta bring it to you live and hot and fresh off the stove, right? So today, minding my own business, being my own self, I came downstairs and I was a little peckish, like we discussed in previous lives that I am a snacker, right? So
Perpetual snacker.
So I came downstairs, Diosa fashion, feel snacky. I gone, we put myself a big bowl of cereal. Was sitting down about to enjoy my
Not even
cereal.
adult cereal or children's cereal.
It's Fruit Loops.
Children's cereal.
Well, them ain't really Fruit Loops, because they ain't the brand name Fruit Loops. There's the bagels, multi-o's. But anyhow, through my fashion, decided I can sit down and enjoy this nice bowl of Fruit Loop knockoffs, right? So as I am sitting, hubby is eating his, what were you eating? You were eating something.
Sweet potato pie.
Oh, right, yeah. He was eating sweet
chow
potato.
mein.
Sweet potato, well, what we call like a 135.
Something so yeah.
It was chow mein and mixed meat that I had cooked yesterday and some sweet potato that he steamed a couple days prior. That he just put together and make a little meal for himself, right?
Breakfast of champion.
He eating bad tasty food and then try to interrupt
Mind you that she had a hand in, right? Now she made the chow mein and miss meat.
It tastes good, I just say so. But anyhow, he eating, I call it bad tasting food because I eat it in comparison to my delicious
healthy food.
malto meal knockoff, Fruit Loop knockoff
Diabetic
cereal,
yeah.
He and then
That'd be
interject. Next time I can buy cornflakes.
Yes.
And I was like,
No sugar.
huh?
Well,
How are you gonna buy cornflakes? And I'm making a sense. Are you insinuating that I am not supposed to have any more of my lovely Fruit Loop knockoffs? or that I am eating out the children's Fruit Loop knockoff?
yeah. Because she's hungry in there, he's like,
I would eat a bag myself.
Bag?
Pretty
she
much.
Eat the whole bag?
I can eat a whole bag of them in like 2 days flat.
You buy chocolate wafers all going in a day?
Pretty much. So, while that caused a little tension in the moment, right? Because my response was not necessarily like, oh, thank you for the care, because I guess he was coming from the position of like, I'm the man of the house and I provide the food and I'm not buying that again because I care about your health. And I was like, okay. But immediately, well, I was getting all of my feelings and getting vexed. Because trust me, like, flesh was raising up, right? It was like, dude, like, don't come at me and my little, like, joy of life. You understand? Like, I done frazzle out with these churn. I don't get to go away. Hello, like, let me enjoy my Fruit Loops in peace. You know, like, there's just my little slice of, me, Don't hear hot. I know. That's why I said I ain't doing it too long. Yeah, hot. Then my dude got reason. Well, he reason and drops my father. And I'll just share exactly what he said, word for word. In marriage, you will be going up against addiction all the time. I was like, huh? He said, that is your topic for tonight. So I quickly had to humble myself and not get vexed at the situation, but look at why it happened, or the reason that it happened, or it was, it came to the surface, is because I have an unhealthy relationship with sweet, with sugar. And my husband here came up against my sugar addiction. And immediately it was like a fight. So what God showed me in that moment was that oftentimes we are not sparring against the other person, like all the issues and stuff like that. Like, he took me back to a lot of the issues that I have with my husband, or that he would have shared about me. And every single time there was like the tension, it was like this, like, willingness to fight the other person. It was because I was coming up against an addiction, or he was coming up against an addiction that I had. In this case, my addiction was with sugar. So anything that he said about me eating my Malteos, Fruit Loop knockoffs.
Yeah. Like in the same like when I answer the first question, like, what is it? Oh, I chocolate, when you know you get bumped.
I know, right? So it's like when you come up with, but I laugh at that question because that was a fun thing. You know what I mean? But this was like a real life scenario, and it wasn't in front of nobody. This is me and you, So like behind closed doors, when you go and you try to literally attack a person's addictions, what has happened in real life? Like, take more take. I don't know if y'all would have seen, documentaries or those shows where the people actually, I think it's like Intervention. There's a show called Intervention where they actually like try to help actual addicts of like hard drugs, be it cocaine, meth, whatever, over-the-counter drugs, medication, prescription medication, addiction. But the show is basically about like hard drugs and whatever, alcohol and that kind of stuff, right? But what about those addictions that we have that aren't hard drugs? There are people who are addicted to the phone. There are people addicted to TV. There are people addicted to the work. Yes, there are people addicted to, like in my case, sugar. You could be addicted to pornography. You could be addicted to probably going out with your friends. Like you have a desperate need. Like you can't do without friends, or you can't do without people being around you all the time. You always gotta be like center of attention. Listen, it's an addiction. If it controls you and you can't do without it, it's an addiction. And if your spouse sees this addiction every single day and it's upsetting your spouse, and your spouse decide to call it out, it's gonna be a fight. And then you might think that this person is doing you harm, but all this person is really doing is showing you that you have an unhealthy relationship with a particular thing or in a particular area. For instance, if I tell my husband, well, it's time to take a rest, like workaholism. There are some men that just love to work, and they ignore their home life. They think, oh, well, wife is at home, therefore he can just work. I'm providing money, so she shouldn't be upset at that. It's like, why did you get married in the first place? And I honestly would like to ask a workaholic this question. Like, why did you get married? If I wanted to be alone, I would not have gotten married. If I wanted to stay in a house by myself all the time, I would have stayed single. Right? You get married to a person because you want to be with that person. You want to do life with that person, share moments with that person, have somebody that you can have an adventure with. You want to become one with that person at some point. You know, like when you're in the dating phase, you're on the phone like 24/7. You know, you just be dropping sleep on the call, like, you know, sleep talking and talking gibberish. You know, like, and you ain't want to put down because you just don't want to leave. Sorry. You ain't want to put on your phone call. You just don't want to leave the person's presence, right? You just want to know that the person is there. There's a comfort that you can't wait to see the person the next day. You know, you're planning and you want to go dinners and you want to go places. You want to travel together. You know, but somehow you get married and then all of a sudden you got work all the times. What if I don't want to be by myself? I would have signed single. Or if the addictions that, you know, you come up against is like, don't run from the person when you come up against these addictions, because that's the first thing Daddy told me. Like, don't run from this. He called it, I'm saying. Right? So I had to humble myself and realize that, no, what he's saying is correct. He's outside of you. He doesn't have the same addiction that you have. So therefore, he's calling it out. You know, like, so you need to listen. I said to him a couple of days ago that I'm trying to taper my chocolate treats. You know, like before I would probably eat like 3 packs back to back, right? So I said, no, I can probably have 1 pack every day. I'm going to limit myself to 1 pack every day. Trust, I fall off the wagon. Yesterday, I think it was. I was home by myself and I got, it was like stressful because, you know, I didn't have Jaden. It was Saturday, so everybody's home except hubby and Jaden. So it was me, the babies. And I was like, I've had enough. I just need some kind of sweetness, you know, to deal with this sourness that I'm going through right now. And I probably ate all of what I had left in the freezer, and I ate 2 extra packs from the kids' snacks. And it was like, I ate till I felt full. I wanted to feel full off of this chocolate. That was what I was trying to achieve. And when I felt full, I stopped. I think half the bag had gone by day. But what leads to my sugar addiction is the fact that when things get hard for me, I start to crave the sweetness, you know? Which is just like a drug addict, which is like any other addict, you know? Like, some people can't sit still, so it's like, when they get too idle, it's like they're looking for that high of doing something.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't not be doing anything. You got, to me, it's like a fix. You have to go and work. You gotta be doing something. That's an addiction as well, you know? So if you call a person, you tell a person, you call your husband or your wife, you tell your husband, oh, it's time, let's take a break together. You know, it's like we gotta go back to the basics and realize that this person is not attacking you. This person is there to help you. This person is seeing something that is a problem. And it doesn't mean that the first thing that the person open the mouth and say, you gotta go on, drop the D word. Don't throw away a good thing just because the person mashing on you corns, or in this case, calling out your addictions. We just get away as singles. We just get away with these little, like, small little things, because we don't have anybody there to say, well, look, you're addicted to this thing, right? It's just you, and you would never tell yourself no. You would always tell yourself yes. You will always make excuses where you should give yourself this particular thing or do this particular thing, right? But somebody is going to be there and say, well, that's too much. Not so much, like, calm down. You ain't going to eat all one day. Leave some for tomorrow, You may feel like a child sometimes, because I can tell you, I felt like a child, Even though I'm eating like a child, I felt like a child. I'm like, but I can eat what I want. Where you going to be talking about, like, or were you going to buy cornflakes and that say it was use my father? Those were the thoughts that came up in my head, but that was the addiction talking. It was like, he's coming up against something that I don't want to tell myself no. And I don't think you should be telling me no either, because it's like, I'm a big woman, so who's you to tell me anything,
Saying if God ain't step in and tell you that would be I guess that would be another situation where it's like another communication issue, or another little like you said, a little tiff that we would have, and it would build up, I suppose. And then I won't feel like sharing anymore, because clearly it's like I was mentioning that because you had the whole pre-diabetic tests and whatnot and all this kind of thing. So me getting out of hand. But in all things to persevere, right? If you all persevere through prayer, you just gotta keep on mentioning it and communicate it. And actively try to help the person break their addiction if they're willing to break it.
Which is hard. And I can say this because when I come up against his addictions, I just feel beat up. He don't like getting beat up by me. So as soon as he get 2 lashes from me with my tongue black, he done shut down. That's it. He don't come back again for no more licks, right? But I's a sucker for punishment, apparently. So I forever getting beat up when I'm coming up against his stuff. And it will go again, and it will go again, and it will go again. Sometimes I just feel like Trinity Tower. Sometimes I'm telling myself, look, I done. Like, I ain't getting up against this particular thing no more. Do as you want. You see she's sweating bad, right? Damn, we gotta go upstairs and do the big fan. But yeah, so anyhow, that was tonight's little nugget, that in a marriage you will see the person's flaws. You're gonna see every single thing that's going on with this person. You're gonna see their highs, you're gonna see their lows. You have the best seat in the house for this journey that you're gonna have with another person. You have front row seats, and it is nobody else will know your spouse like you, and nobody will see the things that you will see with your spouse. You're gonna smell the toilet moments. You're gonna go through everything with this other person. So I'm just saying, do not make the same mistake that other people make, but kind of look out for that. I think it would probably make sense if you have checks and balances in yourself, where you are honest with yourself and you're able to hear what your spouse is saying and not take immediate offense. Like when you start to put offense first and you think that this person coming at you, or like if a person says something, if your spouse says something, step away, go away and think about it before you respond. And you tell yourself, like, we're this person, tell yourself first, this person loves me. They say they love me. If they say they love me, they're saying this particular thing because they love me. And if they love me, what is happening? What is it that they're seeing that they're trying to help me to avoid, or trying to help me to achieve with this particular? That's if you're married to a good man or a good woman, yeah? If you got somebody that got psychological issues, that's a whole other can of worms. And you being married to somebody with mental problems would need outside help, would need actual like therapy and all that kind of stuff to sift it through. But if you and your spouse are pretty normal people, just know that you both made the decision out of love to be together, and you don't want to be killing each other. So if your spouse says something, just take a break, take a step back, ask yourself, look, hey, this might be something that this person can see that I can't. What can I do about this thing? And talk it out. Like you could share how you feel, share what you're thinking, and reason it out with the person, saying, let me fight this battle together. Let me get to the root of this issue to see if the issue is with the other person, like just wanting to control you, or if the person literally just concerned about you and they say, like, I care about you and therefore I don't want to see you, do this particular thing all the time, or what you're doing is hurting me and therefore I'm calling it out. Just have a powwow with yourself first. Reason it out and then reason it out together. But just know, you're in this together. Alright? So just remember that there are things that you have to work out. Your spouse is going to be there to work them out with you, and you're there to help your spouse work out as well. So don't drop the D word. Just deal with your addictions first. Yeah, that's my wife wisdom for tonight. So thank you very much for joining the live. Shout out to Shakira. If you're watching, shout out to Sasha. Shout out, you anybody shout out?
Shout out Grandpa Sharon.
Only Grandpa Sharon? Okay. Shout out Gary. Shout out...
yeah, Gary.
Yeah, because he been calling. I don't know if you can get to watch this one. Who else? Yeah, everybody. We love you. Shout out Durnell.
The regular watchers.
Yeah, my regular peeps. Shout out Durnell. Good night. Yeah. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your encouragement in terms of letting me know that this channel is not a total waste of my time, and it's not a total waste of yours. Thank you for letting me know that, you guys are actually watching it and getting some little tidbits of, help or insight or, thanks for the feedback. That's what I'm trying to say. And I will, like I said, try to implement my sister's advice this week. So we're going to be switching things up a little bit. So any other comments or advice that you have to share, I'm completely open to it. Just let me know in the DMs, or you can let me know in the comments. And just know we love you guys. See you in the next live. Bye.
Bye.
I say good night, Zay, because she ain't gone about to sleep yet. Want to say good night? Want to come and show people your cute face? Huh? Your cute non-sleepy face? No? Alright, she ain't coming. See you later.